I had a community member ask a question about creating text and inverting it. We've got this text here is actually a cutout. Our model looks like this. The actual text is cut out. They want it to be embossed or raised onto a surface. They've got like a case that they want to put that on, right? So how do you do it? The easiest way is to put a square over it. So I'm going to center this and then center this piece. And I've just made a cube that is about the same shape as this part. It's a bit smaller. Then I can hold control and select these two pieces. You can see on the left here that they're both selected. And there's a new feature in Bamboo Studio called Mesh Boolean. Click on that, and then we're going to go subtraction. So we want to cut away the writing or the inverse writing from our cube. And I go execute. And you can see now I've got this part that I can rescale and use as embossed text. But if you look closely, you'll notice that the edges aren't very nice. This was actually generated using this image to STL converter. It doesn't give the crisp finish that we might be after. To get the nicest possible text, we have to actually put this into a program called Inkscape. And from this image, we're going to convert it into a path or an SVG file that we can then extrude and make that into text. It's really, really easy to do. So put the image into here, and then you go path, trace bitmap. If you click on that, you'll see this pop up come here, and you can change the threshold until you get the text really, really nice and clean edged. So probably about there is good. And then I hit apply. And it doesn't look like anything happens, but if I actually zoom in, I can click on that part and you can see this is my image, but this looks a bit different. If I double click on it, you can see that it's actually created a path from that image. So now I can actually just delete my image. I'm going to save this as an SVG file. So hit save. It's actually saving as an Inkscape or an SVG file. So I'm going to save this as an SVG, and then I can just directly drag this in to Bamboo Studio. You can see I'm just in here, got a new bed open, and the SVG that I just made, I can just drag it into here and look at that. Cleanest possible edge. If I wanted to actually put this onto my part, I can even click on the part, then drag it in on top of that. And then it will actually automatically merge it to my part. And then I can scale it, and I can even color it. So if I go to my objects list, I can change the color of this too. So if you have the inverse of things, you can use the Mesh Boolean tool that I showed you just now. You just click on both the parts, or if you just want perfect text, use Inkscape, create an SVG from it, and then just drag that into Bamboo Studio.